Hi everyone, Tyler here from Home Trusted, and in today's video, we're taking a look at this Skytech Gaming Nebula Gaming PC. Now in this video, we're going to do an unboxing and talk about everything that comes with this PC, how to prepare it for first time use, and also what you can expect when you get it. Now, the first thing I noticed when I opened up the box is this Skytech gaming folder that includes a quality assurance check on your PC specifically and all the tests that they ran it through to make sure everything was in order. It's even signed by a quality assurance rep. Now, the first thing I pulled out of the box is this keyboard. You can see this is a Skytech gaming keyboard, and the keys are really nice and clicky, and they also have a really good rebound to them. Next, we have this mouse, which does come with the PC. It has a really cool aesthetic look of this hollow hex design. It is nice and lightweight, and you can actually go ahead and make DPI adjustments with the buttons on the mouse. Now, in addition to the power cable, they also provide you with a few different accessories, and I wanted to show you those here. First, we have two SATA cables here. These are great for making a connection from maybe a mechanical hard drive to the motherboard, and you'll notice here at the bottom SATA cable has a right angle to make that connection even easier. So those are there if you need them. Next, we actually have this Wi-Fi antenna. This is a movable antenna, and if you needed to actually go ahead and hook this up, you could and move it to where you get the best Wi-Fi signal. However, there is a Wi-Fi antenna built right into the PC, and I've not actually needed to use this antenna. Also, if you are planning on gaming, I always recommend to hardwire, meaning to plug an Ethernet into the back of your PC instead of playing over Wi-Fi. Now, one thing I wanted to show you is if you need to go ahead and add an M2 SSD or anything like that, they do provide you with a little 3M pad to go ahead and kind of cushion that. And they also have these mounting screws, maybe potentially for an NVMe or something of that sort. Now, this is how the PC comes shipped in the box. You can see it's wedged between these two styrofoam pieces that nicely protect the PC. And then it does have that plastic bag around it, which we'll go ahead and remove. Now, here is the PC itself, but make sure to not boot it up yet. You need to go ahead and open up the case and remove the styrofoam that is in the inside of the PC. Now, there are these hand twist screws. We'll just go ahead and take this right there. And then down here, we'll go ahead and remove this one as well. And this will give us access to the inside. From here, we'll just go ahead and remove this big gray piece of styrofoam, as well as any other styrofoam that you see in here, such as these pink pieces or the other gray airbag there. Make sure you're careful when you're removing the styrofoam. And once we have it all out, we are ready to take a look at our PC. Now, up here at the front, you can see we've actually got these three different fans. We'll want to make sure they're blowing the correct direction. Now, typically what I'm going to do is I want some airflow going through the PC and going out the back. So if these are not sucking air in, I would probably want to go ahead and unscrew them, flip them over, and then screw them back in so they're blowing the correct direction. Because the airflow is going through, it'll go through and to the back fan, which is our exhaust fan, and we'll want to make sure that fan is not pulling in, but it's actually blowing air out the back to go ahead and move that warmer or hotter air out the back. All right, guys, one more look at the inside of the PC here. You can see right back here, this is our motherboard. It goes all the way around the back of the PC there. And right here, you can see these are our T-Force RAM sticks right here. There's two of them right there. We can see back here, if we look a little bit further back, you can see that M2 PCIe 4.0. And right down here, we also have our GeForce RTX. This is going to be our graphics card. Specifically, we got the PNY brand, and I think that's a good brand. I'm pretty excited about that. Right down here, we have our power supply unit right here, and then more cable management right back here. But overall, I really think they did a good job with cable management. Everything looks really clean, and I'm really impressed so far at the overall build of this PC. All right, so here is the top of the PC case. You can see we've got a power button, a reset button. Here we have our standard USB port. We've got our USB 3.0. So if you need faster USB devices or faster connections, use these USB 3.0 devices. We've got a headphone jack, a microphone jack, and let's take a look at the back of the PC. Now, the first thing you'll probably notice is this ginormous sticker that says important monitor connection pointing down. It's really important that you actually go ahead and connect your monitor to one of these ports here, because this will go to the graphics card. Now, if we go ahead and remove this, you will see there are other monitor connections, like right here. We could actually go ahead and connect a monitor, but that will bypass your graphics card and not give you the performance that you really want from your graphics card. So make sure you're connecting your monitor from down here and not up here. But other than that, it's pretty standard. We've got 2, 4, 6 USB ports, it looks like. We've got our Ethernet port where we'll go ahead and hardwire our internet cable. We also have our mouse and keyboard port right there. I think this is where we'll go ahead and attach our Wi-Fi connector. And then we also have 3 ports down here, such as our headphone, our microphone, and other audio ports. Now, I just went ahead and checked, and I'm super excited. My graphics card actually has 4 different ports on it. So you have 3 DVI ports here and then 1 HDMI port. So you can use whichever you would prefer, but just remember, maybe your graphics card will not have all 4 ports. It kind of depends on what brand you get. Apparently this PNY one does have all 4 ports, so we'll want to just check and make sure all 4 of them work. And last but not least, this is where we'll go ahead and plug in our cable and turn the PC on. You have this switch, the O is off and the I is on, and we'll go ahead and get it turned on. All right, here's our first cold start. And right away, we get a lot of LED lights here. I'm so excited. Let's take a look at this PC. I did just want to make a quick note that the fans do all appear to be blowing in the correct direction. The air is being intaked here, and then the exhaust is actually being exhausted out right back here. Guys, I just can't tell you how good this PC looks. The LEDs are really bright, and it just has such a cool aesthetic appeal to it. My mouse is actually now breathing with LEDs now. You'll notice that the inside is actually glowing. And actually, same for the keyboard. It has such a cool look to it. All right, we just went through the entire setup process. It took maybe about 20 minutes to get everything all set up, and now we are ready to look at some of the specs on this PC. Now, you can see here we have a 13th gen Intel i5 at 2.5 gigahertz processor, as well as 16 gigabytes of installed RAM. And of course, we also have that NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060 as our GPU. Now, I've had some time to actually test out this PC. I've ran some graphic intensive games and been very impressed with it. The GPU works flawlessly. I've been so impressed. I'm able to actually game at 1440 on some games and 1080, but those are both at max settings, depending on how graphic intensive the game is. I've been really impressed with the overall graphics performance. Now, you wouldn't even know it, but this PC is actually downloading multiple games right now in the background, but it runs virtually silently. It is so quiet when it comes to a gaming PC. I am very impressed that even during high workloads, it's very quiet. So whether you need a very big project you're working on, or maybe you want to play a very graphic intensive game, I really am impressed with this PC, and I think it will be able to handle the workload because of just how great the components in this PC are. And for that reason, I highly recommend this Skytech Gaming PC.